Hi there. Well, today I'm in the woods working on an old logging trail and trying to make it passable again. I came out with the chainsaw a few days ago and cut down lots of fallen trees, and now I'm taking the backhoe. It's a John Deere backhoe up through the trail and see if I can dig some culverts and some ditches along the side for water drainage. I've got this very primitive stone ford that I built over a small stream. There's no pipe in there. The water runs down through the stones just so I can drive over it. The ultimate goal is to try to get more access into the woods for walking trails, and also to harvest some timber. Out here in the woods. So let me give you a little preview of the old logging road that we're trying to improve. It goes up through the woods, up the hill, and onto the back of the property. And all the hardest part we need to get over is this area right here, right after it crosses the stream. It's very wet, and when you have a heavy machine, it tends to sink in the mud very quickly. I would only attempt this after a very long dry spell, and luckily we've had a very long dry spell, so the ground is mostly dry, but it's still very damp, and it'd be very easy to hit a wet spot and sink right in. And that is not something I want to do with this machine. So we're gonna keep digging along the edge of the road, piling up the dirt in the middle of the road, and if I have time, I'll go over it later with the blade and try to smooth it down a little bit and make it nice for driving on. This could be a very nice forest trail. Old logging road turned into a nice forest trail. Well, I got myself in a bit of situation here. I am starting to sink in the mud, and I'm hoping if I can put some stones and some logs under the tire, I can roll out of here. But you can see the frame of the tractor is almost buried. So I pulled myself out with the bucket, and I pulled myself out with the backhoe. But you don't want to sink deeper. I'm gonna stack some stones in there and hopefully get a little traction, not sink in as much, and make it back out of here. That doesn't look good. See, the tires are spinning in the mud. A few more stones, get under there. Try to get some traction. Oh, this thing is so heavy. Not the ideal machine, but I do want to make some trails in the woods. I do want to be able to drive out here someday. Well, let's see if that does anything for me. Oh man. See, it's quite muddy around here. That helped a little. Now I'm sinking into the ditch on this side. I gotta steer with the brakes. Let's see. I want to steer this way. Nope. The other way. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. Let's see if I can make it out of here. Oh, I'm going in to the ditch. Over the rock bridge. Oh boy. Woo! Let's take a look at that. Glad to make it out of there. It's getting late in the day and I didn't want to be stuck there at night. Let's take a look. This is the little stone ford that I made over the stream. This area was really muddy. When they logged this property, the skidder could make it through this, but not a big machine like that. Well, skidder's a big machine, but made to go in the woods, and they usually go in when the ground is frozen too. So here's my trail, and I don't know if you can see, but the tractor has sunk in quite a bit. There's the tire marks right here. I don't know when I'll get back to this, maybe next year, but a little bit at a time. This is where I started to get stuck. I think I dug up some slippery mud from the sides, and it's gonna have to dry out for a little bit. But that little, there's the rocks and sticks that I put in front of the tire. They're smooshed down in there now. Woo! I'm not an expert at this, but once we get past just this spot here, then it should be much drier going up the hill. So I'll come back out here and see if I can smooth this out a little bit once the ground dries out, and we'll keep going with it. Thanks for coming along.